Hey there, it's Diane Banks, voice actress and radio personality in Chicago. Please subscribe, just click on the red button. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos like this one, What to Watch Next, Disney's News Update, Alligators Gone from the Rides and Shows, Mickey Makeover, and more. Or how about Disney Lilo and Stitch, 15 Easter eggs hidden in the movie, and hidden Mickeys as well. And onto your comments, Stitch fan from Germany actually watched my Disney Lilo and Stitch Easter egg video, so thanks for that. She's from Germany. I love that. Well, anyway, she says, Stitch, I love him so much. I love him so much. I have tons of Stitch stuff. I bet that's adorable. He is so cute, isn't he? I mean, he's a little firecracker, but and a handful, but he's so cute. Isaac Powell watched my video, Mickey and Minnie's Major Makeover, and says they are already in Disney. Check out the castle show. Isaac, actually, I did an update about the fact that they're in the castle show here in this video, the Disney News Update about the alligators and Mickey Makeover. So if you guys haven't checked this out yet, check it out. We talk about that update on their characters, and yes, they have arrived. So thanks for that. He also says, unfortunately, I don't like the new character makeovers for Mickey and Minnie. I just wish the tongues were smaller. They're huge. That's a great comment. Thanks. Rebecca's Creations watched the video there with the alligator picture about the Disney News updates. She says, I think it was right to take action. I think taking out popular characters throughout the park which aren't in it much is a bit over the top, since the characters have nothing to do with the incident. They're just Disney friendly characters, but maybe they did it to get rid of the bad reputation that the characters have on the park. I still think it's too far. I understand why they took out the lines from the rides. There actually could be alligators in the water, and she goes on from there. A really good comment. Thanks, Rebecca. And you can read the whole thing there if you check out this video with the alligator. And then on the same video, Anna De Silva watched it too, and she says what happened to the kid was terrible, but I think they're overdoing it. Instead of taking care of alligators in the park, who for sure aren't going to hurt the kids, they should take care of the alligators who actually hurt kids. There's a good point. Besides, I think if they want people to forget what happened, this is just going to contribute to it. Yeah, that's interesting, because if you take the alligators out of the shows, that does make people talk about it more, doesn't it? So thanks, you guys. Keep the great comments coming. Devon Murphy watched my video about which song is your #1 favorite from Grease, and she says there are worse things that I could do. That's a great song. Thanks for that choice. And then we go on to Anna De Silva, another comment here. This is about the about the Lilo and Stitch video. She says, Lilo and Stitch, not one of my favorites, but always love some Easter eggs. So she's not in love with Stitch, and then we have the Stitch fan from Germany who loves Stitch. So both sides of the spectrum there. Great comments as always. You guys keep them coming, and please subscribe. We're going to talk about 9 things you don't know about Finding Dory. Let me just say real quick that I did this video about 3 months ago, 10 cool things you don't know about Finding Dory. I put that as the part 1, so here's the part 2, but this has 10 more things. If you haven't seen this video yet, look for Dory, 10 cool things you don't know about the movie. But here's 9 more, so here we go. This is from Oh My Disney. Filmmakers studied psychology to help with the story. Following the events of Finding Nemo, Dory found a new home with Marlin and Nemo, but to better understand how she would adjust to her new family, and still wonder about her past, the animators studied the psychology of adoption. So they really did their homework getting ready for the movie. Nemo was recast. Oh no, because Alexander Gould, the original voice of Nemo, he's 22 now. 12-year-old Hayden Rollins had to step in to voice a character offered the job before the movie ever started. And had to keep it as a secret from his friends and family. Despite being replaced, Gould does make an appearance in the film as a cameo. And let me show you these guys. This is the guy who originally voiced Nemo. Isn't he like the cutest thing ever? You might recognize him because he has been in Weeds, among other shows. He was great in Weeds. But look at, he still looks the same. Although, yes, he's 22 now, so he can't voice Nemo anymore. But he's just so cute. And then here's the kid who voices Nemo now. Hayden Rollins. So cute. All of them, both boys, are really adorable. Let me get rid of this one. Okay. So we go on to Albert Brooks, Marlin, able to improvise more. So if you've seen the movie, you probably noticed a lot of improvisation from Albert Brooks. They let him do a lot more this time around, so that's a nice little inside tip. and they let him have a lot of fun with his character. Hank had 7 tentacles for a reason. Now, octopus tapered tentacles were designed separately from his body, and then they tried to attach them. Only 7 fit. Kind of what animators do. You know how they animate hands, and sometimes they only give the humans 4 fingers instead of 5 just because they don't fit? That's kind of the same principle. And then they decided to work that affliction into the script, which they did. But I thought it'd be kind of cute to take a peek. Now, we know that octopus have how many tentacles? 8. Very good. But this one has 7. They designed them that way. So here we are. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a Dory. He looks good with 7 though, doesn't he? But I thought that was cute. That's a great little inside tip. I wouldn't have known he had 7, would you? Finding Nemo cast members weren't the only cast reuniting for the film. So we saw the boys who were Nemo, and then it looks like they got together. These guys from the show The Wire, Idris Elba and Dominic West, worked together on The Wire. And I actually talked about that in this video, 10 Cool Things You Don't Know. So again, take a peek at that one if you haven't seen it yet for more cool things about the movie. Becky is named after a production manager. I love this one. Her name is Becky Neiman Cobb, and she insists the wacky character bears no resemblance to her. What do you bet her co-workers tease her? She's probably just like her character Becky. Isn't that a riot? I love that she's named after her. This is interesting. Destiny is the one who taught Dory how to speak whale. Because she's technically a shark, that explains why Dory doesn't have a great understanding of the language. Okay. And then number 8, animators spent a lot of the time making Hank the right shade. 22 weeks, you guys, just working on the shading to give him the extra texture and color so that he could camouflage well and everything. Took about 8 weeks. That is crazy. So let's see. I'd say they did a pretty darn nice job, but you can see all the different shades to him too, from the tip here, very light, all the way to the dark part of his face. Really cool. That's a great one. And then let's take a look at our last one here. 103,000 plus storyboards delivered to editorial. Can you imagine? Just to give you an idea, for Toy Story 3, there were 49,000 storyboards submitted. 103,000. That's crazy. If you think that's an amazing statistic, 289 million plus key animation frames were created for the film. Talk about impressive. That's crazy. So let me know as we wrap up here. I thought these were pretty cool. What's your favorite? Did you have one from the ones that we talked about? Or maybe you know some other cool tips or some cool things about the movie, which, you know what, this reminded me really quick before we wrap up. Somebody wrote this in the comments. I heard a couple of years ago the ending was changed after the Pixar crew saw Blackfish. Was the original ending Dory staying at the Marine Life Institute with her parents? There's an interesting bit. Now, the Disney people didn't respond to that, but there's something interesting to think about or talk about. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll talk soon.